Hi guys. So I was just passing and I saw this big line. So what's it for? Like what's happening?
So we're just lining up for some peanuts.
Penis. All right. Is it penis with chocolate or?
Yes, and waffle chocolate peanuts.
Okay. A vagina as well. Oh, I might queue up then. Okay, I might come then. Actually, it sounds really nice. I might get a penis and a vagina. Is it chocolate like going waffle?
Yes.
Okay. Really long line. Alright, cheers guys. Thanks. Muito obrigado por falar inglês. Hey guys, just thought I'd do a little short video. This is going to be probably part number 1. I'm going to do a huge video later on of how to get girls in Brazil, like a huge combination, but there's so much to say. It's like impossible to sum up how to get girls in Brazil because you have girls from all around the world here. We're just in Ipanema right now, Lebanon. It's a really rainy day. I actually like rainy days like today. Rainy days like today are just the days to just walk the streets and feel really chill. Walk the beaches because the beach is empty and everywhere is just really peaceful. You don't understand the atmosphere if you've not been to Brazil. When you're here on a sunny day on the beach, everyone just goes crazy. The coffee and the sun, everyone just goes crazy. The atmosphere is really intense. But days like today, you can just have peace and just relax. And I just passed this place and yeah, you find little alleyways and little nice places like this. Like, wow, I've never been here. It's got a rainforest. So yeah, I'll do a video on it. It's just it's really peaceful. It's really nice. Oh, it smells. It has a nice smell as well. It's great getting lost in Rio to just find nice places like this. In the rainforest right now. So yeah, you can escape from the city anytime just by coming to places like this. But yeah, Brazil isn't a place to come for girls, I don't think. I never understood why people say, oh, Brazil is great for girls. Those are people that have that have probably never been to Brazil and have only seen it online. They just think, oh, look at the girls in bikinis, they're always wearing bikinis. Yeah, because there's beaches everywhere, you know. But this is going to be subjective as well because my taste, everybody's tastes are different. As soon as I said, oh, I'm living in Brazil, I want to live in Brazil like 7 years ago, and I learned some Portuguese and I tried to plan myself how I can live in Brazil. All the guys were like, oh, Brazil, and did that hands were showing the big bum and everything. I think for me, Brazil is one of the worst countries to get girls. I'd rather be in 90% of Europe than in Brazil. People think, oh, gringo. Obviously, a lot of gringos give people a bad reputation being sex tourists. But if I was a sex tourist, I'd be anywhere right now but Brazil, especially Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, I'll give them a reason for that. Every state is completely different. Every state has completely different girls. Everywhere, but you have nice girls. Like in Rio de Janeiro, you have like 70% of it is kind of rough girls, like big bums, dirty and macho kind of looking girls. But then you go to Barra de Juca or Leblon or Recreo, they have that kind of slim European kind of girls. But yeah, I usually go Sao Paulo for girls. If I was really wanting some girls or was getting sick of it, I usually go Sao Paulo. But I'm only here for surfing and adventures and trying to become rich online. You know, it's a great place to have surfing, just relax. Meet lots of people from around the world, lots of adventures. I mean, you never get bored here. You never get bored. It is a great place to meet girls because you have you go on adventures. But dating-wise, for a foreign guy, it's horrible in Rio. And that's understandable because no place is perfect. If this place was great for foreigners dating Brazilian girls, then everyone would come here and there'd be no Brazilian people here, and it would just be taken over. But it's understandable, and I'm kind of glad for that. I'm kind of glad that it isn't really easy getting girls because, like, you know, I'd just be having sex every single day. You know, I wouldn't be achieving anything. I wouldn't be going on adventures. I wouldn't be surfing. I wouldn't be making something of myself. I wouldn't be on semen retention and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I wouldn't feel all this energy I feel. This is a new McDonald's that's just been built. You have McDonald's every 5 seconds now. Every 5 seconds you walk down. It's a nice new McDonald's. Yeah, I prefer Sao Paulo. If I really want girls, I go Sao Paulo or Belo Horizonte. But yeah, still here they're really conservative. People think, oh, Brazil, they're really open, they're going to have sex with you, they'll do anything. No, the complete opposite. The stereotypes about countries I've learned from traveling the world, usually the complete opposite is true. I did much better in Paraguay, Argentina to get girls. But yeah, if you want to get girls in Brazil, you've kind of got to be conservative as well, like them. They're really shy. Even in Bajajuca, I was in. You had girls that liked me, that winked to me and stuff like that. But then when you approach them, they got really nervous. They got really. So yeah, just be. Just say that you're an English teacher or something, and if you need a student or anything, just you can always teach them English at the beach or something, or you can teach them French at the beach. They like that kind of stuff, because the guys there are really. This is a really nice park, really protective, especially really bit cunts, Let's walk through this park. So yeah, you have a nice park right next to the beach. When the sun's out, this is really lush. It's kind of nice, like I said, like the atmosphere, the feeling of Rio is completely different when it's raining. When the sun's out, everyone's going crazy, everyone's drinking coffee and going to the beach, and all the guys are really protective. Like, I approached a girl, we really got on. She was just 30 minutes behind me, 30 minutes that way, near Apador in Ipanema. We're in Ipanema now, we're halfway through, on the way to Leblon. And we're really getting on, really talking, having a good time. And yeah, obviously a guy came up to us and said, oh no, gringo, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really overprotective of the girls. And he did a sign like it's cut off my head, when he did that. And obviously guys like that are really spoiled. The Brazilian girls and Latino, just girls in general around South America, you have no idea how much, I'm not afraid to say this, how much you create a continent of the most spoiled guys in the world. Because these guys that act this way, overprotective and so jealous of a white guy coming to steal a girl, these guys won't last a second in England or America. They would beat the shit out of them by the guys for not acting strong, for not acting real, for being overprotective. And the girls here are trapped. They don't realise that they're trapped by, they think that, a foreigner guy's going to come and we're going to take them away and give them the promised land and all this kind of stuff, and they think we're really up our own ass for that. But no, obviously you do get some, but I've travelled the world. I don't belong to any country. I travel the world, I'm kind of happy for that. But yeah, and this guy just came up to us and he was like really short guy as well, really angry that white guys come and can speak to the girl. But I work hard and train hard, always, usually even just at bars like this. But yeah, so if you think you're going to come to Rio and you're going to be, I'm going to get some girls in Rio, no, it's not going to happen. I think obviously it differs with type. I'll do lots of parts of this. This is just the first part. It differs with type because I'm European. I have like European blood. I have like Viking blood in me. I'm part Norwegian as well. I just discovered in me. I had a blood test, and I really get along with like I met a girl from Iceland in Lapa, and we really got along, and she was there waiting for my number and everything, even though she couldn't speak a word of English. But I was just in a rush. But here in Brazil, they would be so nervous and just so shy and too scared. Like they're scared of their own shadow, and they have no idea how scared they are. They think, we're Brazilians, we're the best. But if you find a Brazilian girl that's travelled the world or travelled around, then she's the best. She knows how deluded a lot of South Americans are, and she has her eyes open to the freedom on the other side, and how guys in the other countries aren't really overprotective, aren't trying to stop the girls from being free. So but my European blood, tends to be attracted more to Argentinians, like when we talk Argentinians, I really get along with them. Or even, you know, Paraguay. So that's why I go to, people say, why are you going back to Paraguay? Because Rio de Janeiro has everything. Rio de Janeiro has the beaches and mountains and everything you need, except for girls. Because the girls here, obviously the girls here have everything. So the girls have the beach and mountains too. So they can just take pictures of themselves at the beach and become a millionaire from that. So they would just want money. And all the girls in South America just want money. Because they're in poverty, so they live in harsh lifestyles, so they're always thinking about, you know, resting and getting rid of the stress, which is understandable. Even me, sometimes I just want to relax and just enjoy the good life, have a nice apartment here, get a big TV, which I might do one day, because if I wanted girls, if I really, really wanted girls in Rio, I'd go to Barra de Tijuca, which is just up here, where I'm walking to now. Leblon, where I'm walking to now. I'm just walking there just to hopefully we might see some girls, but I'm just looking for a peaceful day just to grab some acai. But yeah, don't come to Rio expecting to get girls. I think a lot of black guys do well here, because obviously here in Rio de Janeiro it's mostly kind of African kind of descendant, kind of mixed. So yeah, you do get a lot of blacks doing well with girls here. So yeah, but if I were girls, I'd really just get a bus, I'd get a coach I'd drive to Sao Paulo and spend a few weeks there and just walk in Avenida Paulista, which is just like walking New York City, because in New York City you can approach anyone and really get along with them and go out on a date that same day. You can walk a street in Avenida Paulista, and there's a little street at the end of it called I forgot his name. I'll leave the name in the description anyway. It's a little, you go walk Avenida Paulista, and when Avenida Paulista ends, there's a little street when you turn right. You walk down the street, and girls approached me. I walked down there, and blonde girls, slim girls, white girls approached me. But yeah, Sao Paulo's really great for girls. Rio is good, I think, if you're black. If you're actually a karaoke, if you're from Rio. But I like Rio just for the adventures. And obviously, I go to hostels, or I go to Niterói, I go to Barra de Tijuca, meet some nice girls there, and say, hey, let's go mountain climbing on Sunday. I do these adventures every Sunday. Let's go let's do Pedro de Telegrafo and take some cool pictures. But yeah, the best girls I've met in Rio though have been from abroad, from France. I met a girl from France on the beach, and you say, oh, hey, you're from France, I do adventures and tours every Sunday. Let's go climb Pedro de Telegrafo, let's go climb Niterói, let's go climb mountains in Niterói. Oh, let's go Ilha Grande or something if you can afford it. And they're like, yeah, because that's like the perfect, you know, first date. Or, I don't want to say date, but just adventure to go on. Because I hate dates, I hate the feeling of it. It's really, I think we all do. We all just don't. It feels like a job interview. But yeah, I went on one date here 2 years ago when a girl, but she was really slim. She was a redhead. But yeah, if you're supposed to come here, this is probably one of the worst places I've been to in the world for dating girls. I mean, anywhere in Europe, I would have had. When I was in Europe, I had tons and tons of approaches and girls and numbers and hookups, but here in Rio, it's not the same. People think, oh, I'm going to do really well in Brazil. No, the guys and the girls here, they just make it impossible for you, which is understandable, because it would be ruined by tourists otherwise. Because obviously you have the arsehole tourists who come here everywhere, and I don't associate with them, you know. But yeah, that's why I go to Paraguay, because Paraguay girls, you can approach them easily, you can get them to come back to your hotel and everything. But here they just use you for money, just want your money, and I mean, they want your money anywhere you go in the world these days with the way social media is. It's killing everything real in life. But that's why I like Rio, because I have the mountains, I have the beach to escape from what society is coming. This looks really nice. Now we're in Leblon. It starts Leblon, and this is where things get really nice, like upper class. You just walk the bakeries, walk on a rainy day like this. It's really peaceful. But yeah, you can approach girls here, and you'll be much more receptive. They'll talk to you. They'll be open-minded. So yeah. And they have really nice ice cream here to just chill out. You see this guy, he's got blonde hair, but like, you find guys like this look European here, and the girls here look more European, and they're much more open. So yeah, the more you go, the more you head in this direction, the more you find the better kind of girls who'll be open-minded. But I've never lived here. I've never lived here for a long time. I've only just visited or passed through, so I'll do a full video of me meeting girls girls in Baja Juca, Leblon and Recreo. I'll do a full video of that when I come back from Nova Iguazu, probably in 10 days time or a week's time, because I really want to do a full-time meeting the girls here. But yeah, every state is completely different. Rio de Janeiro is probably one of the worst places to meet girls, but they do have like the top 1% girls who are really sexual and fertile and young, and those are really cool to meet. Those are usually in Baja Juca, Recreo, which I didn't discover. 70% of Rio downtown and everything, really almost impossible. Well, not impossible, you know, not almost impossible, just like really not worth it. The girls are horrible, disgusting. Like, I've been in Rio for 3 years, and I've only seen maybe like 5 girls I've been really physically attracted to, and most of them have been from Russia or France or anywhere abroad, because they're escaping their country. They feel liberated. They've travelled. Girls here think, oh, we're Carioca, we're the best in the world. You know, they're just spoiled because they have everything. They have the sea, they have the mountains, they have everything. So it's best to come here and meet for friends and adventures. The best place for adventures with friends. I mean, I've met some of the greatest friends. Paolo, if you're watching this, he's one of my best mates, my brother, Paolo. And other great people, Teresa, other great people you meet from around the world here. You go on adventures with them, and they're really open-minded. So yeah, if I was in South America and I was just here for sex, I'd be in Mexico, I'd be in Argentina, where the girls are sexy. Like, you walk the streets here, you hardly see any sexy girls that turn your head. Like I did, I've said I've seen about around 10 to 15 really hot sexy girls in Rio de Janeiro in the 3 years here. Because you just feel really relaxed. You don't feel frustrated because you have the beach and everything, like I said. Like Asuncion, it has a frustrated atmosphere, so you need that release. You need that release through sex, because there's nothing else to do. There's no mountains, no beaches. There's nothing else to do. There's very little nature. So yeah, just walking the beach today. I just woke up, and usually in Asuncion you feel frustrated or angry, or you know, like in Buenos Aires or any kind of city. But just walking the beach today, just felt really at peace with myself, you know. So here, Leblon starts, and you have the Avenida, and this Avenida in Leblon, you come down, the best for nightlife. This is where I approached a girl here last year, and she said, oh, I saw you on Bumble, and she kissed me. She asked for a kiss straight away in the streets. She wasn't a 10 out of 10, you know, obviously, because you never find a 10 out of 10 that would do that unless you're famous. So that's the goal. I think social media is ruining everything, so the goal is to just become, I'm going to put my phone down, delete all social media, travel the world and then think about girls when you become famous or rich. You know, super rich is my goal right now, because that's freedom. And everyone needs freedom. And then when you have freedom, you can have all the benefits from it. But yeah, I walk the streets here, you don't hardly see any hot girls. And if you do, they're very uptight, there's a gringo approaching me, and they've got the bad reputation from gringos and foreigners. They're really deluded, they're really scared, really not open-minded at all, really racist and ignorant. Those aren't my words, by the way. These are words of my Brazilian friend who's lived here for his whole life, and he finally got out of Rio, and he said, oh, I never want to come back to that hellhole. He'll now live in New Zealand, and he said, Brazilian, if I could sum up Brazilians in one word, it would be racist, disgusting, fascist, and ignorant. And I can see where it's coming from. They are racist and deluded, and a lot of them are. The ones about to breathe, because he lives in Botafogo in the centre, and a lot of them there are like that. They only stay with Cariocas. But the more you go to Leblon and Recreo and Bajuca, the more you find a percentage of girls.
Not having money.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And the more you find girls that are really open-minded. It's really nice. You can see Christ the Redeemer. Hopefully Christ the Redeemer coming up. Where is it? Yeah, there. You can't really see Christ the Redeemer. But yeah, I think the best girls, like I met a girl yesterday, she had like white skin, and I thought, oh, she looks like European, but then I found out she's from Sao Paulo. She was really nice. I got her Instagram and stuff like that, and yeah, but I'm just happy, like, because they're not 10 out of 10s here, so I don't get stressed out ever about, not getting girls here. You should only ever care, or only ever get a feeling of like, damn, I wish I did well with a girl, if they're a 10 out of 10. And I think the 10 out of 10s I've all seen, like on Instagram, like in Miami or Argentina. So I'm like saving myself for like a girl that I feel that real fire with, If she's not a 10 out of 10, then she's just, in my opinion, my 10 out of 10 is completely different from someone else's 10 out of 10. Like I said, black guys do really well here. They come here because they love Carioca, and they do really well. And so yeah, they would have a completely different 10 out of 10 from my 10 out of 10. A guy approached me yesterday, said, oh, what, he had a leaflet for massages, and he said, oh, what do you want, some girls? I said, no, I don't like Brazilian girls. And he said, what, you don't like Brazilian girls? And this guy was showing me all these pictures I had on his phone, these girls. He was like a pimp or whatever, obviously you don't trust those guys, because those guys are just there to rob you, to get girls to rob you. Yeah, and he showed me, I like slim girls, like European girls, and he showed me the pictures. Oh no, he was black and he was like Brazilian, mix of black, and he was like, oh, what about this girl? He showed me his pictures and said,